Hello, everyone. Welcome to Smart City Summit. Wherever you are listening from around the world, welcome, 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 welcome. This is going to be an amazing one, amazing one. Welcome, everyone. This is Smart City Summit, and I am your host, Joshua Oshowo. We'll be sharing today on the topic of telehealth, the role of the Internet of Medical Things, and the future of telehealth in rural Africa, and also focusing on the area of smart cities in Africa. So basically, the power of the role of IoMT, Internet of Medical Things, in smart cities in Africa. So wherever you are, get ready, get ready. This is going to be an amazing one. I'm Joshua Oshowo. It might be your first time you are listening to this summit, and we have regular episodes at different times. Most of the time, every Sunday evening. You are in depending on the country that you are. I understand that some people in different countries that we are in different countries around the world, and you can have different people. So I welcome you wherever you are listening from around the world in your different time zone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is going to be an amazing one, an amazing one. Today we are going to be having an engineer John Enoh. It's speaking from the United States, and it's a more like a global summit, so everyone can join in. And as you join in, I would like you to tell us where you're listening from. Can instantly just say, "My name is Joshua, comma, I'm listening from Kenya, or I'm listening from Lagos, or I'm listening from Nairobi, or I'm listening from Doha." Wherever you're listening from, let us know in the comment section that you are here. Please tell your friends, gather your friends to come in, to come in. It's going to be an amazing, a super amazing session, a super amazing session, a super amazing session. I will be sharing some pictures with you of telehealth. But before I go into what telehealth is, and before our guest speaker comes on the program, I want everyone, wherever you are listening to understand why we are doing this. Now, Smart City Summit is being powered by the platform called Smart City Mall Africa. And this platform is an e-commerce marketplace where manufacturers, resellers, engineers, who we call installers all over Africa come and sell their products and sell their services. So you can give Africa a gateway towards technology where everyone is free to learn and to earn, to sell and to earn. That's about it. So if you are a manufacturer, you're in Africa, that's your place to be. Sell your product, sell your tech products, smart devices that use IoT, that's Internet of Things. When I mean Internet of Things, so things that use internet to operate, things that use sensors to operate. It also allows things that use remote technology, things that use Bluetooth to operate. Those kind of devices, things that make operations automated. Those are the things that are sold on that platform. You can find power devices, smart devices, power generation devices, smart devices, and also security devices on the platform. And the good about the platform is that you can also find installation as a service that you can easily buy on the platform. So it's a combined marketplace for you as a manufacturer, or for you as a sole distributor, or a seller or a reseller, a distributor, or an engineer in Africa to sell. But if you're a manufacturer from all over any of the countries around the world, you are free to go there, sign up, put your products, get selling. That's about it. And through the platform, we have come to bring about this summit to help everyone in Africa and Africans in diaspora get to know the massive works that Africans are doing in and around the world. So we're sharing regular updates about topics that apply to smart cities, and how you can be efficient anywhere you are in Africa. So that is the main goal of this summit. You'll be meeting thought leaders in different topics of life that relate to smart cities, that relate to smart technology, Internet of Things, Internet of Medical Things, Internet of Security, whatever things that need to be dealt with, the smart power systems, and all those kind of things. So expect men that understand technology to come on this session every time you see it pop up. And in case you are coming for the first time and you have not subscribed to our channels, please go to the subscribe button, click it, and go to the notification button and click to notify you so that you can always have access to this program whenever it comes on live. So thank you everyone for coming on this session. It's going to be amazing, super amazing. Now let me tell you something about myself. So you know, as a host, Joshua Oshowo, I'm also the MD of current MD. Yeah, so it always changes of SmartCityMallAfrica, and I want to just tell you a bit about myself and my background. So I come from a background in engineering, computer engineering, and then moved over to mechatronics, automation, and then ensured business analysis, business development to business automation. Now, in this journey, one thing has stood out that a lot of people around the world need help in understanding themselves. They need help after understanding yourself to take steps to develop themselves. Then afterward, you need help to make things work. So if you have developed yourself, you now find out that 24 hours is not enough for you. So you need assistance in automating. That means developing processes around you or around what you do to ensure that you touch more lives without having to wait on people or to ask for more time to get things done. So that's what automation is about. And today we are talking about telehealth systems that help you stand out, that help you grow, that help you do more work as a medical personnel. So, for example, I've been at different hospitals at different times. I remember when I was young and had to go through some health challenges. And in that journey, I understood what it means for a doctor not to be available. Now, if a doctor is not available on a particular case, that can be super frustrating. And it's not helpful to anybody. It's not helpful to anybody. So so that's why I'm talking about telehealth today, that you can have massive health systems in anywhere around the world. So a doctor that is in United States of America and can have opportunity to impact and help a patient or a person that needs his or expertise in different area of the world, like Pakistan or like Nigeria or like South Africa. So you don't have to in the world, like they say Japa in the world, like run away from your country without having impact in where you left. So you can impact where you left by having systems that support telehealth, that support the Internet of Medical Things. So you can monitor a patient that needs constant care, that needs constant monitoring, that needs constant advisory, that needs constant dispensing of drugs or taking care of for treatment from afar. So one thing you have to do is, how can I get these tools to this location? If you are in the dental industry, dental suits, how can I get this? They're different. I won't like call a lot of names, Antop and the rest, different brands that make all the Cephala groups. They make different smart devices in the medical industry. And these devices are very, very important. I want to also salute my friend Sega IoT that does founder of Greece, that does help with the COVID distribution around Nigeria in the time of COVID, and distributed use smart bikes, distributes and cool boxes to distribute the COVID what's his name? The COVID the COVID injections. Let me use that word for everyone to easily understand. So the COVID injections that needed everyone that needed the what's name the injections. Let me call it the injections. Yeah. So that what has kept mind at this point in time to help it get around. You get so that code system, that system that helps in a transfer of what people need to wherever they need them around the world. So one thing you have in that system is that number one, you need power. So you need power to transport those things. You need power to make those things work. You need power even to ensure what the internet is spread. So if you are to do anything like that as a person, this is an help humanity in the area of health. Telehealth is the way. Telehealth is the way. Telehealth is the way. Thank you, thank you, Dr. One. Vaccination, yeah, the vaccines. Thank you. Thank you for that word. So it's good to understand the registry of words so I can pass the right message. So the vaccines that were sent around, and it helped to ensure that a good area of Nigeria received the vaccines. So well done, Mr. Tega IoT. Now, over to what we're talking about. So telehealth systems is basically using telecommunications to pass health solutions to the patients from the medical personnel. And these systems are what help to ensure that we have more help in different locations around the world. While I still expect our guests to join us very soon, just understand this. If there's anything you're going to get in this program today, without adequate health systems, we can't help enough people to become sustainably healthy and become more productive. Let's look at a scenario, for example. A young child is giving birth to, or a woman, a lady, married, conceives a child in a thing is antenatal. So in that process, she's looking for where can I register myself for antenatal? And then she looks, okay, where's the nearest health center or healthcare center or hospital or a place I can register myself for any checkup I need to do, daily checkups, weekly checkups, monthly checkups, and things like that. She does that. She goes to register herself to ensure that she can get health care without having to struggle. Or she finds a midwife I can register with that will come around to check her up from time to time. Now, in this scenario, without a midwife, without a nurse, without an health center, and when I say midwife or nurse or doctor, all that can come under the word medical personnel. So these guys are very important to help people pass through their stages of life where they need an extra assistance. So outside food, shelter, clothing. One need of man is ensuring they are healthy enough to get that food, that shelter, and that clothing. So these personnel are very important. And we cannot say that personnel should not go and get the best reward for their labor. But one thing where we can do is to ensure that everyone around the world has an health system that they can reach at any point in time and good things, and they can be healthy enough to be productive in whatever they're doing. So you can't love your neighbor or love that person inside that rural area or inside that town or inside that city or that metropolis without thinking about what tools should help them. So for a person that is pregnant, for example, she has to go and check what's the health state of the baby, goes for x-ray, or checks is it really a baby or is just a different kind of enzyme that swell up in our body. And if he has confirmed it's a baby, now what's this? What's the sex of the baby? What position is the baby? What kind of foods is she meant to eat? In what kind of location? What kind of works does she do? Now, not all this information people need to receive by having a physical attention with people, with medical personnel. And not everyone can have the passion or the skill to, or not everyone has, that's the better word of saying, not everyone has the passion or the skill of a medical personnel. As much as we encourage everyone to learn CPR, that's to help people breathe quickly when they are all passing on for getting the medical personnel. Not everyone can help in transfusion of blood. Now, when I mean transfusion of blood, for those that don't understand what transfusion means, I mean passing of blood into a person's body. Not everyone can help to give the right injections per time, or know how to mix the right drugs and or the right fluids per time. Not everyone understands how to go get what's his name, the different tools to help the woman, maybe the woman sit down well and things like that. So all these things are super, super important. I think our guest is here now. So in all this, I want everyone to have a heart, because no matter what we're talking about telehealth, you need to have a heart before these things can happen and can grow, and you can see opportunities to build systems or advocate for systems that can make people survive and be healthy anywhere they are. So let me add up engineer John Enoh. He's the founder of Lafia Telehealth and amazing other platforms. Welcome, sir. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Can you hear me? All right.
Yeah.
Let me. All right. You're live on the screen already. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. So let me just make this better. All right, sir. So while you were on the back end and coming in, we decided to speak about telehealth in a nutshell, and then give a background of what Africa has been going through in the health systems and where we need to have a heart for that area. So you can receive, because if you don't have a heart for the health system, you can't know the importance of telehealth and the use of telehealth to help our fellow ones around Africa. Now, this platform basically is powered by Smart City Mall Africa, and it's called Smart City Summit, and showing that smart city solutions or smart solutions can go around Africa, and everyone in Africa can know the importance of it and how they can get to either get implement it or advocate for it to be available to their communities. Because if you don't know what you want, you can't ask for it, even if you see it. So thank you so much for coming on the session. And before we go on, I would like just you tell us a little about you outside what I've told them already. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. My name is John. I found Lafia Telehealth 2019, and yeah, with a focus to provide rural healthcare for rural community, looking at the infrastructure issues, a deficit in Africa. We see that using Internet of Things and then also artificial intelligence, machine learning, we can solve this problem. So those are what I research about, support companies in getting that done, and also what we're already doing. So I'm here to hear from you. If you have questions to ask me, I'll be ready to answer them. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Awesome. So as regards that, now you have heard from him already. Now in a few minutes, in less than 30 minutes, He'll be telling us about his experience around the telehealth industry, also along with what Lafia does. And I want you to, wherever you are, get your notes and get to write because he'll be sharing from his decades of experience from IBM to Lafia. Amazing works. I've been following you for many years from Prof. Indo BC speaking about you. think I was in the second MBA of Decadia. I know he has done
Okay.
about 6 MBAs now or more than that right now. And I learned from you. I learned from you also. Sai, it's over to you. I'll put you on the full screen. Tell us about your journey in telehealth, what people should know about telehealth in a brief, and why they should embrace telehealth system. I recently, one of my companies, Pellegrin Project, recently did some installations in the dental industry in Nigeria because under the area of getting all the smart tools available for Nigerian government and things like that. And with all that, and when I saw the joy of having these tools, I wondered how much more if it is decentralized and everyone has it around their different areas, and doctors can do more without having to hope and use a lot of time, which is limited. So tell us, sir, over to you, sir. Let me add it to the full screen. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time and everything. Yes, the truth is that healthcare in Nigeria and Africa is in a dire need of technology and hungry for technology. They, especially, we look at that, in fact, almost every day you see Nigerian doctor, African doctor moving towards the West, either Europe, UK, US, and Canada. And even beyond, lately they go a lot to Saudi Arabia. That means healthcare having serious crisis in Africa. And there are core challenges in terms of a shortage of staffing, the brain drain is there, and then also asset. We're not talking of even Siri now. In fact, in Nigeria, for instance, if you go to some rural area, it's one doctor to 22,000 people. In the city, it's one doctor to 10,000 people. The least you will see in city like Lagos is one doctor to 8,000. So it's a problem. And so what prompted me particularly to begin to research how to fix this issue of access, I look at how fintech is growing in Africa as a result of digitalization. We also see Uber, how it's doing. And we think that begin to research on telehealth, not just an app, for instance, now, because anybody can do an app. But if you look at Internet of Medical Things, that means connecting medical equipment. Just a moment. Connecting medical equipment, in our case, we have like the ultrasound scanner where we connect to. So, say in a village, for instance, in fact, yesterday, one was installed in rural community in Benue State, where we have our kiosk in a very far, sponsored by the border community and a constituency project by the senator representing the place, Senator Patrick Abamoro, which is sponsored and it's been deployed in a rural place. So in a rural place, they don't need to travel because of security and the long distance. They can stay there and get themselves connected to the teaching hospital in Makodi, for instance, or in Lagos, or even a doctor from abroad. And so, not just by talking like I'm talking to you, but at least you have real-time data from my body, be it the vitals like blood pressure, the temperature, body temperature, the scale, the BMI, and even the electrocardiogram. You can examine the the movements of everything. And the doctor can listen to the heart of the sound of my heart directly. So those are the key things that is doing apart from patient monitoring in real time. And so when we look at a way of solving telehealth or solving healthcare problem in Africa as a whole, the role of Internet of Medical Things cannot be overemphasized. In fact, that is the future. Because the truth is that it's not just by talking. You can talk to somebody and don't know what is wrong. But embedding Internet of Things like the ECG, 12-channel ECG, embedding things like the spirometer, the stethoscopes, and all those things, or let's even call it the exam cameras and everything that the doctor need in person, trying to simulate that in a digital environment will really, really be helpful in transforming it. And we, as even for us in Lafia, what the team is doing, they even bring things like even a blood analyzer, a complete or ultrasound scanner, a complete blood test analyzer, where somebody can remotely do complete blood count tests about 19 parameters or malaria, things like that. And especially in area where even people rather go to the pharmacy, somebody is sick, he knows the medication he wants to take, which result into a lot of things later on in life, can be prevented. And so using Internet of medical things, or what we call IoMT, is very, very important to telemedicine futures in Africa and even beyond, even here in America. And so these are the things that we'll try to put. But we see that not just Internet of Things, you have to be innovative by bringing things like artificial intelligence and the machine learning to really analyze those data and to make sure that the physicians or the practitioners get those data in real time to inform them of their decision for treatment. And those are the great things. So when we talk of Internet of Things, it also has to be patient-centered. It has to be sympathetic to patients. That means it has to be patient-focused. In fact, earlier this year, I was talking to in a conference in Zambia, where I alluded that most of Internet of Things has to be focused towards the patients, not only allowing the doctor to have access to have visible access to data, but also to be able to for patients to have convenience and to be able to get more information, informed information for medical professionals or physicians that attend to them. And so until we begin to involve technology, like already Africa is number one in fintech already, this also can be done. And so when we talk about healthcare technology, especially technology like Internet of Medical Things incorporated or interpolated to telehealth, is a game changer, really. In fact, we call it telehealth beyond video. That means it's not just by see me, I see you, what is wrong with you? No, with the incorporations or integration of Internet of Medical Things into telehealth, the future of telehealth then is bright. Then access becomes very easy, where you can package, like we did, a kiosk, a state-of-the-art kiosk with everything, even a medical laboratory equipment, taken into a village with the help of satellite internet and with the help of many other technology. People in rural area are able to have themselves treated, diagnosed in a proper way. And I think that is the future. So that even the people that are migrating from Africa to West to practice, they can still contribute using technology because the access is there. They can have information for any type of data in real time that can be drained. And so investing into Internet of Medical Things, telehealth, is an excellent way to fix the problem of healthcare challenge in Nigeria, in Africa, and the rest of the developing world, even in the developing world, for access creation. Because the challenge that we have today, it is due to what is actually happening in terms of the terrible things that are happening. People don't even know what they need to do. So, but involving technology will be a mind-blowing thing to that will really, really be very, very helpful. You put things like the urine analyzer, glucose analyzer, biochemical, biochemical analysis really help to involve and to be able to have access to 24-hour access, constant patient monitoring will be enabled by including medical device, a regulator approved medical device like the FDA or even NAFDAC in the case of Nigeria, to be able to use these things. And with that, we can even detect some disease that are unknown, or what we call neglected tropical disease, especially in rural Africa or tropical Africa, can easily be detected if government invests in Internet of Medical Things in cooperation with digital healthcare. I think that is what I can tell for now, but in a nutshell, it has to be customer, patient synthetic. It has to be focused in a way to solve issue that people will be remembered for. In fact, also, just a quick one and to tell, just a quick one and to tell, we in Lafia had a partnership with a company in Canada where we use what we call the we use what you call it the optical view to make sure that we can even grab a lot of things from the human body for the doctor to see. So again, it's all technology, technology, technology. So investing in technology can solve this problem that we are really, really talking about. And especially for the rural community in Africa, Internet of Medical Thing is key to solving that problem, because you can't even go to some places now. Doctor cannot stay in rural places because they'll be kidnapped. Apart from that, due to the lack of infrastructure, it's very, very difficult. So we can use technology to provide this access in remote area using maybe TV-wide space to broadcast internet, or using the satellite network like the Starlink by SpaceX to broadcast internet, or even using other technology to do that. And with the help of Internet of Medical Thing, that means you connect existing medical device so that as patients are using it, doctor wherever they are, or physician wherever they are, have access to read data that inform them on how to make proper decision, and also to even prescribe medication for people. And I think this is the right way to go. If the government, private individuals can partner or invest into this, that will really, really solve a lot of problems. Thank you very, very much. And if there are questions, I'm willing to take them at this point.
All right. Yeah, so there are questions. There are questions. Let me get on the screen. So there are questions. I can see questions already coming in right now on the comments. Because people are listening from different countries around the world, and there are three different platforms, LinkedIn, and two different YouTube channels at the same time. So the
Okay.
first question that's coming on from Dr. Jolayemi of Sweden, and he's asking the question. It says, from the statistics mentioned earlier, okay, let me put that on the screen. Give me a second so you can have to say. So he said from the statistics, okay, can you see it? Can you see it on your answer?
Yes, I can see.
Okay. So he said from the
Yes, I can
statistics
see.
earlier mentioned, okay, so 8,000 patients to one doctor. How do you ensure that there is always a doctor available to attend or check these things? Okay, I think you have answered this question, but is there anything you would like to say more about that?
Yeah, what I want to say is that as it stands as of today, in cities like Lagos, Port Harcourt, and Abuja, not even on all area, some proximity like Wuse in Abuja, Lekki, Ikoyi, Aziz in Lagos, and then Port Harcourt city like Bonny, for instance, you can see one doctor to 8,000 people. That is what is available as of today. But what I am
But
saying is, what I'm saying is that I'm echoing. Can you hear me? Hello? Okay, so investing in technology like Internet of Things will make it easier for people to be able to, for us to reduce this number. Because if you allow me to share my screen, am I able to share my screen? Am I able to share my screen, please?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, you can.
Okay, let me see. Okay, can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Hello?
Can you hear me? So you can share your screen. I've enabled it already.
Can you see my screen now? Hello? Okay. I think you are not able to see my screen, but what I want to share before is the number. Okay, just so to answer his question, is that is why this number is very high. So deploying technology like Internet of Things locations, or what we call Internet of Things powered telehealth, point of care, like you have agent banking and all those things today, will reduce this number in this area, especially in the rural area where they are even up to 20,000. You got my point. I think I'm able to help. Does that answer your question? Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm struggling to hear you. I don't know why. Give me a second. Can you hear me? If you can hear me around anywhere, please just say you can hear me. Let me confirm that. So engineer will be joining back soon, but if you can hear me, please just say you can hear me on the comment section. Awesome, 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 awesome. So engineer John, in case you can join back the link while we answer the last question. Okay, awesome. All right. So, does any other person have any other question that that engineer John has not answered, so we can quickly answer that and call it a wrap. Okay, so without much ado, we have learned today about the importance of telehealth initiatives and the different ones we need. There are different other ones. You can reach out to Lafia Telehealth to ask more questions. They have their Instagram page and they have their LinkedIn page. Check them out. Let me just put that on the comment section on the screen so that you can easily reach out to them. Second. So you can reach out to them for their different programs. So they have this medical kiosks that has the basic devices needed for getting the data of patients around that come to use those kiosks for doctors or medical personnel around the different areas of the world to administer healthcare to them. So it's very, very important, and these devices are affordable. Government can afford them, private individuals can sponsor them so as to ensure that this is taken care of. So this is it on the screen, Lafia Telehealth. So you can just copy that, write that down, and check that for your good. It's very important that we understand that we cannot allow people to go down the drain or deteriorate in their health systems and assume that things get better. The earlier the better, the earlier the better, the earlier the better. We need to invest in different tools, in these tools that will help to ensure that health is decentralized. Health systems are decentralized. This is also making me think about a burden very soon, which I would see how we can make more things happen in this health industry, because we cannot reach for things and not take steps to ensure those things succeed. So if finance people are ready to finance, if we can connect the right network of people to these medical systems and ensure that there's a sustainability measure for everyone around Africa to receive health assistance when they need it. These things are very important. These things are very important. These things are very important. So I would like to even answer the question of Dr. Kolawon saying, you asked the question saying that, are you in the nearest future thinking of incorporation of herbal medicine in telehealth initiatives? I am quite an advocate for the use of herbs in improving our health. Awesome, awesome. So in this question that you asked, now, I love one thing that Engineer Enoh spoke about while he was speaking. He was speaking about using existing health devices and getting their data, analyzing the data, and profiling solutions to them. So basically, these are creating, like call them bringing added systems to work or like call it partner or collaborate or be added to current existing health systems in different areas around Africa. Now, in technology, we call them add-on systems. And if you remember last week, we talked about data analytics, big data. So this Internet of Things or Internet of medical devices, medical things, or these smart devices, we need, so without bothering about whether it's herbal or it's not herbal, is how we can get the information of their current state of health. Then he spoke also about modifying technology and AI. So we also need to develop our herbal system, because you can't give
a drug or an herbal, maybe what I call it, an herbal medicine that is doing more than the challenge of the patient. So research has to go into that to ensure that herbal medicine is developed in Africa, and then that we also partner with herbal medicine operators or herbal medicine manufacturers, Dabo, I can see Dabo and some other ones, partner with them, ensure we bring it to standard, collaborate with NAFDAC or different other health regulatory bodies in a different countries of Africa, so as to have that resource or have that particular herbal system whenever people need those solutions. So you don't have to go start importing a drug when you can easily prescribe something that exists inside the vicinity of those that need it. So this also brings finance. This brings a cultural system into the place. This brings a finance, medical, and cultural partnership. I can call it an FMA. So finance, medical, and cultural partnership is needed for herbal systems to be seen as a solution or added solution to make sustainable health. Because what you don't produce in your nation or in your land is not as sustainable. It's not sustainable. Let me use that word. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. So we need to encourage that. So for example, a doctor is maybe is in UK or in Saudi Arabia or in Qatar or in Canada or in US or in France or any other country, Norway, Denmark, and the doctor right now is now consulting or trying to administer assistance to that what's his name, to that patient maybe in Malawi or in Botswana or wherever. After prescribing stocks, we need access to data on the easy to find medical what I call it medicines that are available to sort out that problem. So if you are in the now, I'm putting this right now because I'm someone who's dealing with tech and automation, and I would love to see how Lafia Telehealth can make this happen. But if you are into the telehealth system or you are into the medical system, you understand the internet of medical things, kindly reach out to SmartCityMallAfrica@gmail.com. I think I'll put that in the comment section, or let me try and do that if I can do that right now. So you'll see that on the screen. Just send us a mail. Send us a mail, or go to the description of this post of this program where you're watching right now, either on YouTube or LinkedIn. You'll see our email, SmartCityMallAfrica, SmartCityMallAfrica. Once you see that that email address, send us an email of in what sector you are operating. Are you in the herbal sector, herbal manufacturing, medicine manufacturing sector, or are you in the telehealth area? That means you install these devices. Or are you are you in the agricultural sector? That means I said that herbal sector already. So that means you cultivate medical, and you have medical knowledge. That means you have an experiential medical knowledge. So get to reach out to us, send us a mail. Number one, I said finance, fintech that is willing to sponsor medical areas. That means you have a passion or you are willing to sponsor medical solutions, or you are in the area of you are in the medical field and you want to be in a system that makes medical assistance available or decentralized for all Africa, or you are in the agro sector. That means you cultivate this stuff or process herbal medicines or herbal solutions towards towards good health for everyone, everyone totally. That's all mankind. Kindly reach out to us as soon as possible. This is going to be an amazing partnership. I'm hoping to ensure all the funds are needed to get this done and make this sustainable for us. So wherever you're listening from, please, I'm putting it on the screen right now. Please go to that email address, Smart City Mall Africa. I'm writing it on the screen right now. Smart City Mall Africa. You can see it on the screen right now. Smart City Mall Africa. Yes, at gmail.com. So send us a mail as soon as possible. You are into the fintech, financial technology systems, or banks, or you are an investor in this area and you have an interest in medical technology, or you are into the area of you are into the medical sector and you have a passion to ensure that there is a system that can make medical assistance available to different areas of Africa sustainably. I see what Flying Doctors is doing around Africa, ensuring that they fly doctors to different locations, different time, and ensure medical systems available. Or you are in the agro sector, that means you know about herbal medicine, you know about or you know about manufacturing in that herbal field, you know about ensure you have worked in that medical, or you understand the process of getting or cultivating herbs and the rest and making them into medicine available for mankind. So reach out to us and we'll work on something hopefully. And if you want to invest in it also, reach out to us through this mail and we are willing to have a serious collaboration to make Africa a place that everyone is healthy and everyone is productive wherever you are, rural, town, city, or even a smart city. Thank you everyone for coming on this session. We really appreciate you. Sorry for the glitches in the session, but wherever you are, please ensure that you listen to this session over and over again. Share to your friends. Don't hide this video from them. You don't know who you are helping to find their purpose. You don't know who you are helping to establish systems that Africans can benefit all around the world. Thank you, and thank you. And have a glorious week ahead of you. Thank you. And thank you, Engineer John, for coming on this session. Thank you, Dr. Kolanwon, for listening. Thank you, everyone that's listening around the different ecosystems around the world. Thank you. Have a lovely day. My name is Joshua Oshowo from the stables of SmartCityMallAfrica and the Smart City Summit episodes. Do have a wonderful day. God bless.